Giovanni, just how pleasing was that result and performance?
Well, very pleasing. I think we wanted a very good start today, a positive start, really aggressive, and I think we did that. So that was very pleasing the way we started. Of course, after conceding the first goal from Aberdeen, I think after that, we didn't have any moment that we kept going the same way, very positive, very quick passing movements, and even in the first half it was 2-1. We scored just before time. It was very, I think, a big moment for us, but created so many chances to be even further up, and really satisfied with the overall display to play at home against Aberdeen and have 70% of the ball and 35 shots on goal. That's a really dominating performance. So really pleased with it.
The players show a lot of character because going 1-0 down, obviously there would have been a lot of pressure at that point, but the players just kept on doing what they were doing before and saw it through.
Well, I mean, it's if you start the way like this, a goal against, it can always happen. Even if you are dominating, but it's different when you are not starting well the game and on the not on the front foot and get a goal against you. You're like, this is not going the right way. But the way we started today, for us was no. I think after that, no panic. Just keep going and create chances, and that's what we did.
Giovanni, in terms of the injuries you picked up today, how are Ridvan and Ben Davies?
Well, Ridvan is he felt his hamstring, so I think it was decelerating in the box and felt it straight away. So I think we will have him out for a couple of weeks. And Ben already felt, had a moment in the beginning of the game, but could continue towards the halftime. But I didn't want to take any risk with him, and we'll see tomorrow how he is and assess him.
In terms of today, was that the best performance of the season? Because you told us last week the team needs to play for 90 minutes rather than just in patches, and today, right from the start and trying to score goals right to the end, was that the most complete performance from the side?
I think so, yeah. I think so. Very pleasing also, for the players, because Aberdeen is a team who's well organized, and I think we kept our structure really good, to pass, really quick and find the free spaces in behind defense or on the wings with our wingers. So we have a lot of threat going forward today, and that's very pleasing.
Giovanni, congratulations on the performance, best of the season. Something I noticed during the first half particularly was Malik Tillman's running. He seemed to be getting a lot of space in between the lines. They found him very well for the first goal. He's then obviously slightly played a different role. Scott Arfield continues that. There was a lot of variation in the plays, and it sounds silly, but simple passes like straight ball passes instead of constantly wide. Is that something obviously you've been working on, something you were pleased with today?
You always want to run behind the defense of an opponent, because those are the most effective runs if timed well and gives you the quickest an opportunity to score. And we knew Aberdeen with their system, when they drop deep with a back five, it's very difficult to find those spaces. But when they pressed us really high up, it was very obvious that we were 1-against-1 in the front. So that means every ball behind is dangerous, or from a midfield player or from a winger. Especially the role of Antonio was really well, playing a little bit towards the ball to make space for Fashion and Ryan. Fashion had a really big chance just in the first half as well, and Malik, when he times the balls right, I think he set up Ryan for a big chance. He had an assist on Antonio. It also depends on the opponent, and so I think we reacted really well in their positions and which players had to make the runs, and Malik did it really well.
Do you think that James Sands and John Lundstrom, their partnership today, was possibly their best performances of the season? Both of them had tremendous matches.
Well, you see with obviously we are missing some midfield players through injury, and you could see the role. John is a little bit different, instead of a 6, more an 8, and today as well he kept making those run forwards, scored the 2-1, but I think the play with him and James was really good. We had to change in the second half when John dropped to his normal place and Scott came in. But yeah, I'm really well because I have so much energy, John, and I think now we can really put the energy in a very effective play.
Gio, there was pressure on you and the team today. Was it important to put pressure on Celtic tomorrow? Give them something to think about this one.
We needed a win for so many reasons, and of course, when you drop points last week and lose in Naples on Wednesday, you need a performance today to keep going and to make sure you go continue on a very positive track, and that's what we did. So in that way, this win brings so many good things for our team.
Giovanni, it's been a difficult couple of weeks, but the energy, the intensity and the quality of today's performance was way up on recent events. Why today? How did that happen, and how can you almost bottle that going forward?
Well, just make sure you keep focusing on your strengths, and that's what we did today. Of course, that's not always possible because you have, sometimes a really good opponent against you. So and then those moments will not occur many often, especially in Champions League. But today, you could see we were dominating. We were aggressive. We won our duels. We kept going forward with every pass we could, and keep them under pressure. So for me, that's positive, and it's also a reminder for my team that they can play like this, and that's also very positive.
So as a manager, did you notice something different today, for example, than last Saturday, which was slower and a wee bit more ponderous today? Because today was lightning.
Yeah, it was lightning, and I think I put more focus on our start. Told them to start really well and really aggressive first 50 minutes, and every time we start on the front foot, it's not only the beginning, but you take it with you throughout the whole game, and that's what I told them, and that's what I did really well today.
Okay, there's a number of positions you've maybe had to chop and change in the last couple of months. Is that performance today, and the performance of Sands and Sakala, positions you've had to change? Are you looking for a settled team, and if they give you something to think about having an extended run in the team there?
Well, of course, you look at the team, how we perform individually, but also as a group, as a team, how they play. But we had to change a lot of position in the last couple of months through injuries, and I think if you see our injury list at the moment, it's big, but also very important players. So that's why we had to change some positions, but you always look at how they perform. I know players can play in more different positions that they're used to, but for James to be on as a 6 or center back, it's no problem for him. So he's very versatile. Same with Lundstrom. So I'm really happy with their performances, and with Fashion as well. We know what we get. When today you see he's very positive. As a person he's very positive, but also in his play today, going forward all the time, and it's not easy for a defense to keep defending Fashion or Ryan Kent for 90 minutes.
How do you think the result of the performance sets you up for the Ajax game?
Well, it's a different competition. It's Champions League again, a last game in the Champions League. So we are ready to get the first points of this campaign, and I think we have a chance to do so at home against any team. As well, a 90-minute performance like this on Tuesday will give us a chance against a quality opponent. But still, if we win the game, we have even points with Ajax, and that shows really the strength of this group.
Last one, Giovanni, congratulations for today. Big performance from James Tavernier today. Barisic to Tavernier goal. That was something we were used to reading and seeing a lot last season. How big is that for him? Get back in the score sheet, positive performance and a good victory.
Very important. I mean, it's you want your players to perform well, and sometimes you have a moment when it's not going your way, or because everyone needs confidence, and the most important thing is to keep focusing on your play and keep working hard. And I think the display of Tav today was was really positive, and only his penalty wasn't on the right the right way, but I'm happy for the players to get a performance like this, and it also sets us up really for a positive preparation for Ajax.